This is our Business in the News presentation about the BBC and specifically their show The Great British Bake Off. The British Broadcasting Corporation, or BBC, is the oldest broadcaster organisation in Britain and the largest broadcaster by the number of employees. The main services are television, radio and various online platforms, all of which are translated and broadcasted into 28 languages. They have 6 national channels, 8 regional and 14 local channels. BBC is owned by the Government of the United Kingdom and is funded principally by the viewers, or the general public, who are obliged to pay an annual television licence fee. As per the 2013 and 14 statistics, the annual revenue the BBC made was £5.166 billion.
These are some of the BBC's most popular and well-known television programmes. There's The Great British Bake Off, Casualty, The Apprentice, BBC News, Strictly Come Dancing, Mock the Week, The Graham Norton Show, Match of the Day and EastEnders.
The Great British Bake Off is a television baking competition which selects the best amateur baker from among its 12 contestants. The series is presented by comedians Mel and Sue, with Mary Berry and Paul Hollywood as judges. The Great British Bake Off has filled every spot in the top 5 most watched programmes of the year, 2016, so far. An average of 13.5 million people tune into each episode, which is the largest viewing number in history. It has been broadcasted by the station for 6 years and is currently in the 7th series. The BBC has been in the news recently because of this programme. The organisation lost its contract with Love Productions, which is the independent company who produces the show Bake Off. BBC News understands the corporation offered Love Productions the usual £15 million per year to keep the Great British Bake Off, but due to the popularity of the show, Love Productions would not accept offers below £25 million per annum.
Channel 4 is understood to have offered more money for the brand following the breakdown in negotiations with the BBC, and the show will now switch to this channel from next year. Paul Hollywood will remain with the show once the programme has moved to Channel 4. However, fellow judge Mary Berry and the 2 presenters Mel and Sue will not make the transition. Here are what some of the fans thought of the decision. What does this now mean for the BBC? Labour's Shadow Culture Minister linked the loss of the show to government funding cuts and warned that the British public could lose more of their favourite shows unless ministers changed their policies.
The government is already putting pressure on the BBC by making them cover the cost of free TV licences for people over the age of 75, a cost of over £650 million per year. The corporation has also been consistently cutting overheads and has had to take a very strong line on costs. MPs want greater transparency, such as revealing the salaries of the station's top stars. It's interesting to note, however, that the BBC paid £200 million to keep their Saturday night football highlight show Match of the Day, which only receives around 4 million viewers on average per week, while they would not pay just £25 million to keep their most viewed show. The corporation will have to get tougher with the independent production companies, with more watertight clauses in the contracts, making it harder to leave for a rival station. Alternatively, they can focus on more in-house productions which will be wholly owned by the BBC and can't be taken